Oh my God, we are back. Back on the best kept secret in all of YouTube, the Hitch Presents channel, the channel where we play old school Call of Duty and also just talk about whatever is on you guys' mind, whatever is down in the comment sections of this video. And also, if you guys want to be a little bit more anonymous, I have a Gmail linked as well. Some serious stuff, some not so serious stuff. It has been a while since the last one. I think it's been like a month or so. And I was doing these like twice a week, but things got really crazy. With the Envy merger and the optic stuff, and then October was really crazy. And if I thought October was crazy, I had no idea what was coming in November. Between the stuff at work and also the stuff on stream, and throwing 2 different tournaments and the release of Vanguard, I mean, things got really crazy. But yeah, if you guys didn't hear, I'm sure you did. If you know this channel, creative director of Optic Gaming, that's me. Hitch a ride, 2 eyes in the ride. And that's really crazy, man. I'm really excited about the future. I'm excited to have input on the future of Optic and the different things that we're going to do upcoming in content and in all things with the Optic logo. It's been a lot of fun. Just seeing that the Optic team, the Optic logo back in other esports like Halo, and then whatever comes up in the future as well. It's been a really, really crazy month. Look at that mouse and keyboard aim right there. Did you see that? Did you see that? So on the last video, my man Jim commented, this was 3 weeks ago, and said, "How do I love myself? Like, I don't know how to do that. I'm constantly putting myself down, and I'm in the endless feelings of regret and depression for the way that I've lived my life so far. For me, it feels pointless to try just to keep being knocked down or continuously depressed in life. I don't know. I just came across your channel and TST channel within the last year, and I see the joy that you 3 bring each other's around you. You, Blake, and George have really pulled me out of some dark times. Anyway, I guess since this is a secret channel, I could share without the worry of embarrassing myself. I hope you read this and take the time to do so." Yeah, of course, Jim. With myself, Blake, and George, and that the relationship I have with those guys, I understand how rare that is to get friends in high school and friends that you can connect so well with and keep them throughout your life. So I'm not going to pretend that I don't understand how rare that is. Those are my boys, and they keep me grounded, and we keep each other grounded. And I am lucky enough to have a bunch of friendships in my life that were able to do that. And it's a lot easier to quote unquote love yourself, I guess, when you're surrounded by so many people that you also love. And that love you as well. And I think that's one of the most important things, is that it's easier for other people to love you when you do when you do find love for yourself, and you do find those qualities about yourself that you enjoy and that you think bring a positive outlook or a positive impact on the people around you. I think I don't know everyone's situation, and it's a very privileged stance to say it's very important to love yourself and do what you need to love yourself. But that's just kind of what I've always been able to do is if I'm feeling down and I'm feeling upset or I'm feeling, I guess, in a little bit of a depression, I always do something that is not comfortable, but I know will help, whether that's working out, eating better, or, starting a project and actually finishing a project, or putting myself out there, joining a co-ed, sports league, or joining some sort of extracurricular club that you used to be passionate about. I mean, there's things out there that, if you're working your mind and you're working your body, it could help, find some sense of purpose or productivity in what you do. And it's a good way to meet people and to find good relationships, and maybe some you find out a little bit about yourself in the middle of that too, throughout all of that. I think being active is very important in self-love and in self-care. being active and not just, sitting around and feeling gloomy, because that doesn't do anything but contribute to the feeling that you might have, and the feeling of not loving yourself. I don't know if that really helps, but that's always what has helped me. Next up, my man Lewis sent an email to the Gmail and said, "I'm currently dealing with something. I tore my ACL first year of college. It took a long time to get surgery and then recover, almost 2 years. It was the biggest cause of physical and mental pain I've ever endured in my life, and it would cause some really dark moments. It's been 4 years, and I recently hurt it again. I've been putting off getting it checked for a while because I don't know if I can face the possibility that I might have to do it all over again. So I suppose my question is, how do you feel about engaging with significant setbacks? Is there some comfort that can be found in running from your problems just for a little while?" That is a really good question, and that's something that I know how to answer because I have chronic sinusitis, obviously. I mean, if you guys know anything about me, it's a disease, I guess, in your nose and in your sinuses, where it takes away your complete sense of smell, and also it really makes it hard to breathe through your nose. So if I ever sound a little nasally, that is why. And I had it when I was 18 years old. I got surgery when I was 19, after pretty much a year, or 6 months to a year of having it. And I thought I had it fixed, and then within 2 months, it basically all came rushing back. And then I went 10 years out of frustration. I went 10 years, not ever getting another surgery, not getting it fixed, not even really getting any medical attention on it whatsoever. And I went through some real hard times in that. There's a lot of times where I had so much pressure in my face that, I couldn't stay awake. It was very difficult to talk and to stream and things like that without constantly being able to hit the mute button because I was sniffling so much. And I just never felt confident really going anywhere and meeting new people because I just felt like I always sounded horrible. I eventually toughed it up this past year, got surgery again, and it was it has been a pretty life-changing experience. I feel like I can talk, I can breathe better, I can exercise better, but also at the same time, over this past couple of weeks, my sense of smell has completely vanished again, and it's only been, I guess it's only been 6 months, a little over 6 months. So, yeah, it hurts, man. It sucks. Man, it sucks. The realization that my smell was leaving again has really been horrible. But what I can say is what I will never do again is let it get to how bad it got prior to this last surgery. Going 10 years, not seeking, actual medical care and finding people that want to help and know how to help and know what to do to make to find some sense of relief or to make it better. I'll never do that again. It was completely life-changing. And, if it comes back, it fucking comes back, and I'll get it fixed again, or I'll figure out what I can do next time, but I cannot let it get to what it used to be because it hurt. I mean, like you said, it hurt physically, and it definitely hurts mentally, knowing that something is wrong. So I am someone that, puts trust in medical specialists. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't, but I'm someone that, if someone can help me and they're really qualified and way more qualified than I am, then I'm going to go try to get some help from now on. So I would say, yes, I know tearing your ACL and having 4 years of issues with surgery and recovery, I know it sucked. But if you indeed do want my advice, is that running from your problems is not going to help. It's not going to do anything but make it worse. And I'm trying very hard not to make a running from your problems joke whenever you tore your ACL. I'm sorry. That is fucked up of me. But if there's anyone that shouldn't be running from your problems, it's you. Fix your ACL, man. I know you got it, and don't worry, shit happens, and at least we're living in a time where people can help. I hope things get better with your ACL, man. Next up, my man Jay Kondo says, "Hey Hitch, money isn't normally a topic that's talked. Whoa. Let me just start over. Money isn't normally a topic that's talked about much, and it bothers me since it's important at the end of the day. You obviously don't have to share actual numbers, but how were you able to get over the fear of pursuing your dream without having a distinct income in the early years?" Talking about the Walgreens years. I was very lucky. I got to a point where all I wanted to do was pursue my dream, and I knew I was it was very early in my life. I didn't have, I had a relationship, but I didn't have a wife. I didn't have kids. I didn't have a dog. I didn't have anybody dependent on me, and I could just make the bare minimum amount of money that I needed to survive while I pursued this. And I knew that eventually I was going to get some sort of job in the industry, whether that it was my dream job or something that at least just made me happy and working, doing something that I loved. So, and also I made the bare minimum, but I also needed help often. I needed help like once every 3 months. And, luckily my mom was able to help me whether I needed, gas money or rent money, or just something to hold me over for a little bit. I was able to do that. So I got very lucky in my life. But also I was obsessed, man. I was obsessed that I didn't need any spending money for anything other than the bare minimum of what I needed to survive until I made it into what I would have, I did it for a year and some change, but I would have done that for 3 years until I got what I considered my big break, which in my case was moving to Chicago and living in the Scuff House. And I would have done that. I would have done that for however long it took. I wouldn't have had spending money. I wouldn't have had, any sort of, I wouldn't have been comfortable at all. I wasn't even comfortable for the first couple months, for the first half a year of living in the Scuff House. It was all a plan, and my happiness and my drive was first over money. And, I know, like I say it all the time, but I know how privileged of a stance that is, because not everyone has a fallback plan, or not everyone has people that, that can help out. And some people are in a situation where they are dependent. But first and foremost, I treated my life like I'm going to get this done, and I don't care about finances. As long as I can live, I don't care about finances until I get that done. All right, guys, that's been the Secret Channel upload for the day. If you have advice for any of those guys, put them down in the comments. And also, if you have questions, put them down in the comments as well, or send them to the Gmail in the description. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.